Hello, Roadrunners. This is your principal, Dr. Bach, with an anti-bullying presentation. At Laguna Road, we want every student to feel safe, welcome, and valued. Today, we're going to learn about the types of bullying, the difference between conflict and bullying, and action steps you can take to be a leader and help our school be a positive place for all students. Sometimes we may encounter a conflict or problem where we feel upset, frustrated, angry, or sad. Maybe someone bumped into you and didn't apologize. Maybe someone made a comment that made you feel sad. Maybe someone laughed at you when you didn't think it was funny. When someone says or does something unintentionally hurtful, meaning not on purpose, and they do it once or twice, that's rude. When someone says or does something intentionally hurtful, meaning on purpose, and they do it once or twice, that's mean. But when someone says or does something intentionally hurtful and they keep doing it, even when you tell them to stop or show that you're upset, that's bullying. Bullying is defined as repeatedly causing someone to feel stressed, humiliated, or threatened in an effort to assert power or control over that person. Bullying is intentional. That means it's done on purpose to hurt someone, and it causes someone sometimes to feel scared. Bullying is not allowed at our school, and there will be consequences for anyone who acts like a bully at our school. There are 4 types of bullying that we will talk about today: social bullying, cyberbullying, verbal bullying, and physical bullying. Social bullying is defined as repeated acts of aggression when someone attempts to manipulate or damage a peer by sabotaging their friendships and in order to assert power over them. So some examples might be staring at someone with unkind eyes, excluding or leaving someone out of a game or project, spreading rumors or things that are not true about someone, and hurtful gossip, or just saying things that are unkind or making fun of others. It's important that we are kind and inclusive to everyone, because while we may look different, talk different, dress different, act different, we are all road runners at Laguna Road, and everyone belongs here. So when you see someone on the playground or at the lunch tables who is sitting alone, invite them to join you. You can make new friends and still keep your old friends. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is defined as using the internet or other digital technologies to communicate words, images, emojis, or language in an effort to intentionally cause distress to another person. You can see on this phone somebody sent a message that says, "I hate you." That is very hurtful. And I want all of our Roadrunners to remember that school devices such as your iPad should be used for learning purposes only. Your email, your Google Docs, your Google Slides, and your browser history or what websites you visit are closely monitored by the district for your protection. So make sure to do the right thing when you're online, even when you think nobody is watching. Verbal bullying is defined as repeated acts of a verbal aggression toward a person in order to assert power over them. Some examples might be calling them mean names, teasing them for the way they look, for the way they dress, for the way they act, or the way they talk, or taunting them, like running away from someone with your friends for no reason at all. Your words should be used to help and uplift others, not hurt them. When you pass someone in the hallways, say hi, even if you don't know them. When you see your friend in the classroom, give them a compliment about their hair, about their shirt, about their shoes. Be kind with your words. It makes a difference. And last but not least, physical bullying. This is defined as repeated acts of physical aggression toward a person in order to assert power over them. Some examples might be hitting, pushing, spitting. We need to use our hands and feet to help others. For example, if someone falls down, we ask them if they're okay and we help them up. If someone isn't playing fair on the handball or basketball courts, we use our words to solve the problem. We never, ever put our hands on others to hurt them, no matter how upset or frustrated we feel. Use your words, Roadrunners. Bullying criteria. So there's a difference between conflict and bullying. I'm going to talk a little bit about what conflict might look like and then what bullying might look like. So conflict is when you have equal power. The individuals in the conflict are equals. Sometimes they're even friends. And it can happen a few times. It's when both of the individuals are very emotional, and that usually that problem can be solved and those two individuals will likely be friends again. Sometimes it starts as an accident and not with intent. And these individuals aren't typically scared or afraid of each other. Now, with bullying, there's an imbalance of power. Sometimes there's a physical imbalance, meaning one person is bigger and the other person is smaller. Sometimes there's an age difference, somebody is older or younger. Sometimes there's numbers difference where there's a lot of people and then just one person as the target. It happens repeatedly, again and again, and over a longer period of time. And sometimes there's a really emotional reaction from the target, from the person that's the target of the bullying, and not the person who's doing the bullying. That person usually doesn't have a lot of emotion against the other person. They don't really care. These individuals are usually not friends and have not been friends in the past. And the person who's doing the bullying is purposely targeting this person, and that the person who is the target of bullying feels like they're in danger or they're scared. There's also people on the sidelines, the people that are watching when an incident like bullying happens. So there's different types of people. Some are called bystanders, they just stand by and watch, and some are called upstanders. They stand by, but they do something about it. So a sidekick is a bystander. This person actively joins in the bully's invitation and is usually a friend of the bully. They're just as bad usually as the bully themselves and will also have consequences. A reinforcer. This is a bystander who doesn't actively participate in the bullying, but they laugh and they encourage the bully in some way, like smiling, hanging around, making comments or gestures. This person is also going to receive some consequences if they engage in that type of behavior. Then there's the onlooker, a bystander who does not support the bully but does nothing when others are bullied. The student doesn't want to get involved and may feel like the bullying is none of his or her business, but they don't really do anything, they just watch. And last but not least, there's the defender. This is the upstander. This is someone who tries to stop the bullying while being safe. So they may comfort the target person and get adult help if necessary, and we also call them the upstander. There are also action steps that you can take to help us combat bullying and make sure that bullying doesn't happen at Laguna Road. I want you to remember the acronym STAND UP. S stands for say what you feel. Tell a person that you don't like what they're doing. T stands for talk to a trusted adult at school, such as a supervisor or your teacher. A is ask friends to join you in showing kindness, empathy, and support. N stands for never join in with bullying behaviors, walk away, or find an adult. D stands for don't encourage bullying. Don't laugh or smile because it's not funny. U stands for understand that you can make a difference. Be a defender. Be an upstander. And P stands for put yourself in the other person's shoes and always follow the golden rule by treating others the way you want to be treated. Now, what do you do when you see or hear about bullying at our school? You have to report bullying. The first step is talk to your parents. Ask them for your support. The second step is talk to your teacher. You can email your teacher and ask them for support. The third step would be to email your principal. If you've talked to your parents and gotten some wise advice, and you've talked to your teacher and she's helped you combat the bullying and it's still not helping, email your principal. And last but not least, if you've tried all of these things and the bullying still keeps going on, that's when you report bullying. There's a link on the Fullerton School District website that says report bullying. Click here and it looks like a red stop sign. That's where you can go to anonymously report bullying. We have an anti-bullying agreement at our school. It's available in Korean, English, and Spanish. Make sure that you review it with your family very carefully and that you sign the pledge to be an anti-bully, to combat bullying, and to make our school a positive place for all students. I'm going to end with this message. This is one of my favorite rules at school, the golden rule. Treating others the way you want to be treated. And personally, I want to be treated with kindness. And so I'm going to make sure that I'm kind to others because that's how I want to be treated. Throw kindness around like confetti. Kindness is free. And with that, Roadrunners, I know you can do this. Let's work together to make our school a great place for everyone. Go Roadrunners! Beep, beep!